Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to get started, everyone. Welcome and good morning. I'm Brad Eggleston. I'm the Public Works Director for the City of Palo Alto. And thank you all for being here with us this morning as we mark the initial project milestone of the Public Safety Building. As many of you know and have been involved in, there have been numerous efforts for over 30 years now to find a suitable replacement facility for our downtown police building. And with the completion of the Cal Lab garage behind us, the groundwork is finally being laid to make the new public safety building a reality. This building will play a key role in how our departments work together. The public safety building will house the entire police department, the Office of Emergency Services, and the fire department's administrative offices. And as well, the emergency operations center and 911 dispatch center will be located in the new structure as well. And in addition to that, the building will further the city's sustainability efforts by being partially powered by the solar canopy that's going to go on top of the new parking garage behind us. So I want to thank Ross Kusenberry Architects, Swinnerton Buildings, and the various other partners who have helped make this project a reality and really get us to this point. And just a few more points about the building itself that I'll make. The new public safety building will provide a number of things. 56,000 square feet of space, including a main building with 3 levels above grade and 2 levels below grade on this 1.2 acre site that you see beside us. It'll be an all electric design and the city's first building of this kind. And as I mentioned, it's designed to use the energy generated from the solar array on the garage behind us. We'll be providing a new community meeting room and training room for the Evergreen Park neighborhood, as well as a public plaza at Birch and Sherman near the entrance to the building. We'll have landscape planters and benches that create a pedestrian-friendly atmosphere around the site, and an area over at Park and Jacaranda for bicycle repair. And again, most importantly, this will provide unified command for police, fire, and emergency services. So with that introduction, it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Tom Du Bois, who will share a few remarks.
It's great to see everybody out here this morning, and I'm just really excited that we're finally starting this project. It's a really huge project for the city, and I'm just super excited that this is happening. First, let me acknowledge some of the other council members who are here today. We have Vice Mayor Burt. Put up your hands. Everybody's in mass here. But Councilmember Cormack and Councilmember Stone. So thank you for being here. I just wanted to say, you know, doing a big project like that, this is never easy. It's really an accomplishment. It goes to a lot of community members who worked on these plans for a number of years, a lot of council members, and all the city staff that really helped pull this thing together. You know, as Brad said, this has been in the works for a very long time, and it's very hard sometimes to get a large project like this off the ground. And so it's quite an accomplishment. I think we should all be proud that we're finally getting this project going. I also just want to say thank you to Swinnerton. You guys did a great job on the parking garage, and we're very excited to have you guys here to build this police public safety building. And I can't wait to come back in 2023. Hopefully you guys stay on schedule and we get this building done. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. And now I'd like to call forward Police Chief Bob Johnson.
Woo! Thank you, Mayor and Brad. I don't know, this is probably the picture that I most appreciate as a police chief, the announcement of this groundbreaking celebration, because this indeed has been a long time in the making. And, you know, for us, the members of the Palo Alto Police Department, today the word groundbreaking stands for so much more than the literal breaking of ground. It really stands for our elected officials' wisdom and perseverance, both past and present, who have really made today possible by choosing to invest in public safety as a future for this city. You know, when this first shovel, or these shovels over here, hit the ground, it's going to set in motion really the efforts of hundreds, maybe even thousands of individuals who've contributed to making this day possible. And, you know, many are present here today and many are not. That's unfortunate that you couldn't be here, but it's totally understandable based on the circumstances. You know, one of the things that has been said about our building, our current building, is that it's been inadequate for years. And yet men and women have come to this city to serve this city and work in that environment for decades. And that's something that I'm very proud to say will not be for much longer. This project is going to ensure the safety of our workplace and our workforce for years to come, as well as the reliability of our emergency response systems. This groundbreaking really stands for creating a safe space to engage our community. It provides much more than an environment. It provides an overall place where we as a community can grow and collaborate together. Palo Alto Police Department is filled with outstanding men and women who are engaged every day to commit their best to serving this city. They want nothing more to provide this type of excellent service that this city has come to expect. You know, the groundwork of our predecessors have made this groundbreaking a reality. This groundbreaking represents the best of Palo Alto. It marks a new beginning in how public safety and the community will interact for years to come. It ensures that safe environment that I spoke about, and it really provides for a better tomorrow for everybody and everyone that comes to this city to work, to visit, to study, to live, and even to play. And I'm so excited about today and this opportunity. And thank you for everyone that's been part of this for so many years. And with that, I'd like to pass it on to my colleague, Ken Duker. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. OES Chief Duker, Palo Alto. I'll keep my comments brief, although obviously echo everything that Police Chief Johnson just talked about. This building is an acknowledgement by our elected officials, by our greater community, that Palo Alto is a special place, but we're not so special that we don't have hazards and threats and risks that every other community faces. Some of our threats include wildland fire, major crime, technological accidents, and even cyber attack. And we are not exempt from any of those things. So by making an investment in the future, as Chief Johnson just said, we're going to make Palo Alto a safer place for everybody, whether it's residents, businesses, visitors, everybody who is part of this community or even travels through for a brief time. I want to acknowledge also one of the key terms of art that you've seen in various staff reports. My business is full of jargon, but I'm going to explain one of the key pieces. That the concept of unified command is where we bring together different disciplines in public safety, such as obviously police and fire and OES, but we also reach out and integrate with our allied agencies, County Fire, CAL FIRE, CHP, and so forth, but also with non-public safety entities. Clearly, this is a public works project. It will benefit the Public Works Department. It's a utilities project. It will benefit the utilities department in this city. And it will actually ultimately increase the safety and resilience of all of our city staff as well, many of whom come great distances to work here and deserve a safe place and a safe city environment. So our new Emergency Operations Center, I will look forward to giving tours as soon as the building is cleared by the chief building official who's here today. And really, I want to thank everybody for your enthusiasm and your patience. We still have a few more years to go. With that, I'll turn it back to Brad Eggleston. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Chief Johnson and Chief Duker for those remarks. And now we'd like to hear from Deputy Fire Chief Kevin McNally. Kevin.
Morning. On behalf of Chief Blackshire and the Palo Alto Fire Department, I'd like to tell you how excited we are to be here at this groundbreaking today and to the start of this new adventure into the public safety building. Just the other day, the chief and I were kind of talking about the path that this project has taken, as you've heard, over 30 years. And the things that the city and this nation have seen, from economic issues, you've had floods, you've had mass shooting events, you've had a number of disasters, including the most recent COVID pandemic. And thinking about that and how all of this technology, the having Palo Alto Fire, Palo Alto Police Department, and the OES under one building with a new EOC, a new dispatch center, and being able to work together as one team to attack these problems head on, how beneficial that will be both to us as departments in making that easier and more efficient, but also to the city as public safety and protecting those, as mentioned, who come through, who work, who live, and anybody that passes through this city. So we would like to say thank you to all those that past and present that have put their time and effort into this, and to the perseverance of those that have pushed this continuously through. I know Captain Wagner here has been ahead for that for the police department as of the last few years, along with numerous public works folks and others. So on behalf again of Chief Blackshire and the Palo Alto Fire Department, we'd like to thank all of you. And we are very excited and look forward to working together both with police and OES far into the future. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chief. And just a few acknowledgements. We'd like to thank the staff, many city council, community members, and other stakeholders who have gotten this to this day. And what I'm going to do is run through a few, I'm not going to read off names, but kind of some categories of folks who've been involved. And if I hit the category you're in, if you could please just raise your hand and wave so that you can be acknowledged. So first, members of the Infrastructure Blue Ribbon Commission from 2011. I know we have at least one of you there. And while we talk about the IBRIC, I wanted to give a special recognition to Ray Baghetti. Ray is no longer with us, but he was a co-chair of the IBRIC and a strong advocate for the public safety building for many years. So thank you, Ray. Members of our present city council. Past city council members. And then community members who have an involvement, and here specifically, we might have members of the California Avenue Business Association, representatives of some of our nearby neighborhood associations, emergency services volunteers, and many others, some of which I know are here today. Thanks to all of you. Then reaching back even a little further back in time, our Public Safety Building Blue Ribbon Committee. I know we have current members of our police department, fire department, and Office of Emergency Services. I have some past police department or retired police department officials here. Hey. And then the public works staff and other city staff who have directly been involved in the project, if you could raise your hands. Our architect for many years on this project, Ross Drulis-Kusenberry. There they are. Our construction management firm, Nova Partners. And last, but very much not least, since they're the ones actually tasked with the feat of constructing this building, Swinnerton Builders. All right, well, that kind of concludes the formalities, but now we're going to get to turning some dirt. And so to start that off, I'd like to invite some of our dignitaries the city council, past city council members, and city manager, and our fire, police, and OES chiefs, please. If you could head out into the dirt.
Oh, no.
I'm coming. Yeah.
I wasn't in charge of that one.
I turned off my video. Yeah, we're good.
Are you ready?
Oh, you click there, there you go.
All right. Is everybody ready? I'm ready.
Oh,
How about on the count of three? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right.
Thank you. Great. Chief, can you stay? Council members and mayor, vice mayor, can you stay? And I'm wondering, where's the fire chief?
Dennis. Dennis Bird. Dennis Bird. Stage left. You're being called back up.
Being called.
Great.
Don't hurt yourself. Yeah.
All right.
That'd be a good picture.
Do that one more time. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
All right.
All right. Thank you for that. Great.
Project team. Project team.
Yeah. So, how are you today?
Well, good. How are you?
That's when people had too much money, you know.
Oh, there you go. That's okay.
Well, if you guys can go back to where you were there before. Yep. Perfect. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3.
All righty.
All need to be in the air at the same time.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, let's find out if
Nova.
he's got to be here too. Whole team.
Call it jumping ahead of schedule.
We don't do that enough. Come on, Matt, you gotta do it. Good. Yeah, I can see it. This.
We've been outdoors.
Yep, gotta rip all the plays there, man. Good.
All right, are you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Pretty hard.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think.
Yeah, one more.
How are you?
Hello, good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
No, come on.
All right. Everybody ready? 1, 2, 3.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks to everyone for coming. We really appreciate your presence at this exciting event.
Thank you.